I think for us, some of the major milestones in marketing were one, really finally understanding our customer. We've profiled her. She's a lady named Mary. She has a whole sheet where she lives, what she does for a living, about her kids and her family. And that really was very clarifying for us. We went from saying we're an online gallery for everyone to actually we're an online gallery for Mary. And we speak to her in everything we do. All of our internal communications, all of the things that we blast out to customers, all of the paid advertising we do. That was a big deal because it totally shaped how we reached people. Because then we also could say, well, where does Mary hang out? It wasn't just, guessing about that. So I think that was the first breakthrough. And then once we kind of figured that out, we also really got very serious about saying we're only going to invest marketing efforts in places that we can actually measure them. We had done a lot of things over the years. As you can imagine, being in business almost 2 decades, there was things we tried like magazine advertising and doing a pop-up show in a mall in Chicago, stuff like that, where it was maybe creative and looked good, but there was no way to actually gauge what we were getting back from it. And so I think those two events really converged to change and mature our marketing effort so that we can spend the vast majority of our time doing things that we can come back in a month or 3 months and say, how did it work for us? What can we make small tweaks to or big tweaks to and keep evolving forward? And so I think for us, at this point now, it's really a lot about creating good content and finding ways to get it out there. I have been thinking a lot about what our next project should be. And I've been talking about this prior to us doing our website, but it got pushed off as I really want to write a book for UGallery because I want to create a lot more content, something that can be used as a way to really develop our kind of expertise in the space. Being published authors is a big deal. And I feel like that's another way that we can really use what we know, share it with people, and also use all the little pieces of what we write to put out there in the world for our lead magnets, for emails, and for little snippets for talking to people and everything else. It's really, I think, for us at this point about just using our knowledge to share that with people.